Hi everybody, Crystal here, the Pineapple Picker, and today we're going to go over what sold from June 22nd through June 28th. Alright everybody, so let's start out with we sold a floral stretch bracelet, pewter color with rhinestones. It sold for $8.99 plus $5 shipping. So this is before I started doing $1.99 shipping. I listed this before that, and I had it on first class. Next, I sold a Dale Burdett, a country Christmas cross stitch kit, antique stove. I think I picked this up for something like 50 cents at a yard sale, and it sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Next, I sold an Alberta di Canio black leather large satchel handbag with tan handles. It had this sort of lock thing where you could lock the zipper closed. It was kind of cool, and a little hidden key in there. So that sold. I paid I think $5 at Goodwill for that, and it sold for $35 plus the buyer paid shipping. Next, I sold a Pyrex 623C cranberry purple replacement lid for a 1.5 quart casserole dish. So these, I have several of these, and I picked them up for 69 cents at a local thrift store, and it sold for $8.49 plus the buyer paid shipping. Next, I sold a How to Build Model Railroad Benchwork 2nd edition for $12 plus the buyer paid shipping. Now, this I got for free. I went to a house that had a whole bunch of magazines and things stacked up, and I just kind of sat there and went through them, and I pulled any of the railroad magazines and any of the railroad booklets like this, and they've been selling. Next, I sold a vintage bridge playing cards, a deck of 3. One of them had butterflies on them, one of them had the Water Lilies by Monet, one of them had sort of a floral picture on there. So those sold for $8.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. I won these at an estate sale. It was a huge box of bridge cards for, I think I paid $3 or $4 for the whole box. Next, I sold vintage Big Cats Lion Tiger Jungle Cats twin sheet set, new in package by Tastemaker. So these were in the sheet buy that I did a while ago. Paid $1 for, like 50 packs of sheets, and these sold for $32.99. Well, no, $1 a piece for the sheets, excuse me. So it was 50 bucks, like 50 packs of sheets. So these sold for $32.99, and the buyer paid shipping. Funny thing is, if you watch Tiger King, so a lady named Carol bought these Big Cat sheets, and I just thought it was hilarious. Tim didn't think it was so funny. He thought I was being cheesy. Next, I sold Scenery for Your Model Railroad. So this is a booklet also that I got for free. That sold for $9.99, and then I paid shipping on that one. Next, I sold a set of 4 Homer Laughlin Fiesta Ware turquoise dinner plates. That was 4 plates. I sold for $35. And this is one where I didn't mean to put free shipping, but I guess I did. And yeah, that gets me, when I list from my phone, it gets me sometimes. But luckily the person lives close by, so it really didn't cost me a ton to list it. I think about $10. I bought a whole set of this dinnerware for $40 from someone locally. So I've made about $25 back, I guess, with this. Well, maybe about $22.50 back with this. But I also have 4 butter plates, 4 saucers, 4 cups, and 4 bowls that I have listed. So hopefully that'll make up for the free shipping. Next, I sold 1984 baseball star sticker book with 64 full color stickers. So this came out of a storage unit, and I just thought it was really cool, so I wanted to list it. I had it listed, I think, for $8.99 or $9.99, and I took a best offer of $4.75 plus the buyer paid shipping. right now I'm just trying to like clear things out. Next I sold, and it hasn't been paid for yet, but the vintage MCM silver band rim glass bowls barware set, Dorothy Thorpe style. So these sold for $12. These also came out of a storage unit, and the buyer pays shipping on that. I'm still waiting for payment on it, so we'll see. Next, I sold a Monet signed Great Bunch purple. It's a brooch or pin, however you want to say it. I bought this at CHKD, I believe, for somewhere around $2, and it sold for $7.49 plus the buyer paid $1.99 shipping. And next I sold another sheet. It's not a set, I think it was just the fitted sheet, for $15. I think I had this listed for either $18.99 or $19.99, and the buyer offered $15 and I took it, and she paid shipping. Next, I sold a vintage made in Italy cream floral canvas Wahlberg tapestry handbag purse with a gold strap. It was like a gold rope strap. This sold, I think I had this for $21.99, and I had an offer of $15.99 on that, and the buyer paid shipping. I bought this for $2 at an estate sale quite a while ago. I think it was last fall. Next, I sold a lot of 31 vintage Cornerstones of Freedom hardcover books from 1965 to 1990. So these are children's books, but they're meant for learning. So they have different, talk about different times in history and, you know, things that happen. They have different stories. So those sold for $30 plus the buyer paid shipping on that. I bought these for 10 cents a piece. So what $3.10 I have into them. At our Restore, they had a special going on, and all the books were 10 cents. So I picked these up, and I also picked up a series of vintage Sesame Street books. And then I sold Hanes Silk Reflections non-control top sandalfoot style, size EF, barely there, pantyhose. These I probably picked up for either 50 cents or $1. I don't remember. Those sold for $4.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. Next, I sold 3 Warrior Nun Aurelia figure lot. So these came from a neighbor who just gave me a box of stuff and said, hey, can you sell this? I don't typically do it for people, but in this case, he's a really nice guy, and, you know, we hang out with this guy in terms of we both have dogs, so we walk our dogs together. But these sold for $19.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. Next, I sold Jameson and Son Irish Whiskey Red Label embossed rock glasses. It was a pair. So these came out of a storage unit also. They sold for $15. The buyer paid shipping on that. Next, I sold a London Fog faux leather tan backpack style purse. That sold for $18 plus the buyer paid shipping, and that I paid $5 at Goodwill for. And next I sold the Johnson Brothers Staffordshire Hearts and Flowers, a serving bowl for $16.99 plus the buyer paid shipping. And that's part of that lot where I bought a whole big set of these dishes for $30, and I've already made my money back. So minus fees, this is all profit. I've had some sales today, but we'll go over those next week. I did hit up a bunch of estate sale and yard sales this weekend. I didn't really get any footage. I had to move quickly, and I didn't have anybody with me, but I had other things going on. As you guys know, I'm working on getting an antique booth open, and it's a lot of work, but I did pick up some pieces from mostly the thrift store. I did find one, I think, at a yard sale, but for display in the booth, and I've been painting. You can see I have paint all over me. I've been painting and getting those pieces ready, and I still have, you know, excuse the mess back here, but I still have tons of stuff to price and get ready for that. Lots of organizing to do. So today is Monday, and we start moving in on Wednesday, so that'll be fun. And I will tell you, from all of the sales this weekend, I had one estate sale where I had gone to on Saturday, and I picked up some stuff, and they were just making all kinds of deals. They ended up giving me like 20% off at the end, and because I was buying so many things, and they were just great. And then they had it again on Sunday, and I stopped in. They only had an hour left of the sale, and they were practically giving stuff away. Like, I was just making piles of things, and you know, they were just like, can you do this? And I was like, yeah. So it was amazing. One of the things that I did find at one of the other estate sales, though, so there wasn't much there. It was pretty small. It was like a garage, and you went in, there was a living room, and then you went upstairs, and there was a small living area up there as well. And I didn't find too much. I found, you know, a few things here and there. They had a lot of expensive artwork there, which isn't really my thing. And then I came back down to the living room area, and I started looking, which I don't typically really, I kind of scan the books, but I'm not a book person either. So and if I see anything old, then I typically look at them, or sometimes cookbooks, I'll look at those. But I looked down in one of the cabinets, and they had a whole entire shelf of creative memories and albums and pages, and it was all sealed, like new in package, and there was no price on them. So I went out to the garage, or yeah, the ladies were out in the garage that were taking your money, and I asked one of the ladies to come in and let me know a price on everything on the shelf. And she looked it over, and she said, $20. And I said, yes. So if you've been following me at all, like watching any of my other videos, I have been selling a lot of scrapbooking supplies, specifically creative memories, and the sales that I've had this morning, I've already made more than my $20 back. So it was nine of these albums, which sell for around $20 a piece, and then tons of these pages, which sell from anywhere. I mean, it depends on what they are. So the white are more desirable than there's a Spago, which is like a sort of an off-white, and then there's a black set. So I have some of each, but these ones are more desirable. Yeah, and then I have several of the page protectors, which sell really well as also. So yeah, not a bad weekend. I still have to organize everything. If you could see, I have piles of everything everywhere. But it's going to come together. It's between tonight and tomorrow, and I wanted to get this video done for you guys and let you know what sold in the last week, because like I said, I'm committed to that, and I'm going to make that happen each week. So thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.